Good day! We are now in week 4 for quarter 2 in Mathematics 6, solving percent problems. At the end of this lesson, you will understand how to solve problems involving percent problems like problems involving discounts, original price, rate of discount, sale price, markup price, commission, sales tax, and simple interest. The following terms are used in dealing discount problems. Read and analyze these terms. This will help you as you go along in this lesson. Discount is a decrease in the price of an item. It refers to the amount to be deducted from the original price. Ito yung halaga na ibinabawas sa orihinal na presyo. Halimbawa, isinama kayo ng inyong nanay sa isang palengke o sa isang tindahan at siya ay tumawad. Yung presyo na ibinawas sa orihinal na halaga, yun mga bata ang tinatawag na discount o diskwento. Sale price is the net price or discounted price. It is the price of the item after the discount has been deducted. Ito naman yung presyo na mas mababa na dahil binawas na dito ang diskwento o discount. O kagaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, kapag ang mga nanay ay tumawad sa palengke, yung mas mababang halaga na ibinigay ng tindera, yun ang tinatawag na sale price. Discount and sale price both represent percentage or part of a whole. O sila yung porsyento o bahagi ng kabuuan. Original price, the regular price charge of the item. Ito naman mga bata yung tinatawag na orihinal na presyo ng isang paninda. Original price represents the base or the number that represent the whole. Ito mga bata ang kumakatawan sa isang kabuuan. Discount rate is the percent taken off from the original price. Ito ang porsyento na tinatanggal sa orihinal na presyo. Discount rate represents the rate or the number with a percent sign or the word percent with it. Example number 1. Solving for discount and sales price. A dress was sold for 500 pesos at a 16% discount. How much is the discount or how much can be saved? How much is the selling price? Ang damit na may halagang 500 piso ay ibinebenta sa 16% diskwento. Aalimin natin kung magkano ang diskwento na matitipid at magkano ang magiging halaga kapag binawas na ang diskwento. So itong solution natin. Discount rate is equal to 16%. Original price, 500 pesos. And the discount, how much is the discount? So question mark. And the selling price, how much is the selling price? Also question mark. So using the discount formula, you have discount is equal to discount rate times original price, or D is equal to OP times DR. So D is equal to 500 pesos times 16%. So i-change muna natin yung rate to decimal. And 16% is equivalent to 1600. And 500 pesos times 1600 is equal to 80 pesos. So 80 pesos is the discount. Using the sale price formula, you have, kukunin naman natin ngayon yung selling price. Sale price is equal to original price minus discount, or SP is equal to OP minus D. So selling price is equal to 500 pesos minus 80 pesos discount. So 500 minus 80 pesos is equal to 420 pesos. So ayan ang sagot natin mga bata. Ang discount natin ay 80 pesos at ang presyo ng damit kapag ito ay nabawasan na ng discount ay 420 pesos na lang. Example number 2. Solving for original price. A wristwatch was sold for 2,500 pesos with a 20% discount. What was the original price of the wristwatch? Aalamin natin mga bata kung magkano ang dating presyo ng relo noong hindi pa siya nababawasan ng 20% na porsyento. So, solution, discount rate, ayan, 20%. At ang selling price, 2,500 pesos. At ang original price, yun ang aalamin natin. So, question mark. Using the other formula for the sale price, you have original price is equal to selling price divided by 100% minus the discount rate or OP is equal to SP divided by 100 minus DR. So, OP is equal to 2,500 divided by 100% minus 20%. So, 100 minus 20 is equal to 80%. And then, yung 80% gagawin muna natin siyang decimal. So, it will become 80 hundredths. I-divide na natin yung 2,500 sa 80 hundredths. So, OP is equal to 3,125 pesos. So, ang sagot natin, the original price of the wristwatch is 3,125 pesos. In some instances, the seller add a particular amount on the items or goods to be sold for the profit. From the original price, the amount added is the markup price, and the new amount is called the selling price. Ang mga nagtitinda ay nagdadagdag ng presyo sa kanilang paninda. Ang presyong idinadagdag ang nagsisilbing profit or tubo. Mula sa orihinal na presyo o puhunan, ang presyong idinadagdag ang tinatawag na markup price. Ang bagong presyo na nabuo matapos magdagdag sa puhunan ay ang selling price o presyo ng pagbebenta. Markup and selling price represent both the percentage, cost represent the base, and the markup rate represent the rate. Here are the following terms that can help you to understand this particular topic. Markup is the increase in the price of an item. Markup rate is the percent to be added to the cost of item. Cost is the original amount of the item. Example number 3. Solving the markup price. To have the profit, the businesswoman adds a markup price of 4 pesos and 50 centavos on all the plastic products that bought in Divisoria. What is the markup rate of the plastic bottle if the cost is 50 pesos? And what will be the markup rate and selling price? Aalamin naman natin ngayon mga bata kung magkano ang magiging presyo ng pagbebenta kapag nagdagdag ng halagang 4 na piso at 50 centavos sa puhunan ng bawat plastic bottle na may halagang 50 pesos, pati na ang porsyento na ipinatong sa presyo. So, solution, markup, yan yung idinagdag na presyo, 4 pesos and 50 centavo. Cost, 50 pesos, yan ang original na presyo. Markup rate, what will be the markup rate? So, yan ang hahanapin natin. At ang selling price, yun din ang isa sa atin pang hahanapin. So, using the formula for markup price, we have markup rate is equal to markup divided by cost times 100% or MR is equal to M divided by C times 100%. So, MR is equal to 4 pesos and 50 centavos divided by 50 pesos times 100. So, 4 pesos and 50 centavos divided by 50 pesos is equal to 9 hundredths. And 9 hundredths times 100 is equal to 9%. So, the markup rate of the plastic bottle is 9%. Ayan, ang markup rate ngayon na 4 pesos and 50 centavos ay 9% ng 50 pesos. Using the other formula for the sale price, you have sale price is equal to cost plus markup or SP is equal to C plus M. So, 50 pesos plus 4 pesos and 50 centavos is equal to 54 pesos and 50 centavos. So, the selling price of the plastic bottle is 54 pesos and 50 centavos. When someone sells your products, you need to give him some amount of money for his effort or certain percentage for the sales. The percent or amount that he or she will receive is called commission. Kapag ang paninda mo ay binenta ng ibang tao, kailangan mong magbigay ng kaukulang porsyento o halaga dahil sa kanyang pagsisikap na maibenta ang iyong produkto. Ang tawag dito ay komisyon. The commission and sale proceeds both represent percentage. Total sales represent the base and the commission rate represents the rate. Study the following terms below. This will help you to understand this lesson. Commission is an amount of money a person receives for selling something. Ito ang halagang natatanggap ng nagtinda ng produkto ng iba. Total sales is the total amounts of sales made by the salesperson. Kabuoang halaga na nabenta ng salesperson o taong nagbebenta. Commission rate is the percent taken off from the selling price. Porsyentong inaalis sa presyo ng pagbebenta. Sales proceeds is the amount that remains after the deduction of the commission. Natitirang halaga pagkatapos na maalis ang komisyon. Example number 4. Solving for commission. Mr. Lasso, a car agent, receives an 8% commission on the car he sells. What is his commission if he sold a car at 1,550,000 pesos? How much will be the sale proceeds? Aalamin natin ngayon kung magkano ang komisyon na matatanggap ni Mr. Lasso kapag nakabenta siya ng isang sasakyan na may 8% komisyon. At aalamin din natin kung magkano ang sale proceeds. So, ito yung solution natin. Total sales, ayan, 1,550,000 pesos. At ang commission rate ay 8%. So, commission, yan ang ating aalamin kung magkano ang komisyon na matatanggap ni Mr. Lasso. At ang sales proceed, isa pa yan sa ating aalamin din. So, using the commission formula, you have commission is equal to total sales times commission rate. So, 1,550,000 times 8%. Okay, papalitan muna natin yung 8% at gagawin nating decimal. So, magiging 800. So, 1,550,000 pesos times 800 is equal to 124,000. So, ayan mga bata. Ang matatanggap na komisyon ni Mr. Lasso ay 124,000 pesos. Using the sale proceed formula, you have sale proceeds is equal to total sales minus commission. So, we have 1,550,000 minus, so ayan yung commission na na-compute natin kanina, which is 124,000. So, 1,550,000 minus 124,000 is equal to 1,426,000 pesos. So, that is the total sales proceeds. Example number 5. Solving for total sales. Mr. Lasso was given a commission of 120,000 pesos of 6% commission rate for selling a house and lot. How much is the total sales of the house and lot that he sold? Aalamin natin kung magkano ang kabuong halaga ng naibenta na bahay at lupa ni Mr. Lasso. So, solution. Total sales, yan ang hahanapin natin. Commission is 120,000 pesos and the commission rate is 6%. So the formula is total sales is equal to commission divided by commission rate. So ang commission is 120,000 pesos divided by 6%. And then change 6% to decimal and it is 600. 120,000 divided by 600 is equal to 2 million pesos. So, the total sales of house and lot is 2 million pesos. Sales tax. When you buy some products in the fast food, supermarkets, and other store, you will notice on your receipt that there is value-added tax, VAT, or sales tax. Ang mga bata, pansinin niyo kapag kayo ay sumama sa inyong mga magulang sa grocery store or sa fast food chain, tingnan ninyo ang resibo. Makikita niyo sa bandang dulo na meron nakalagay doon na value-added tax or yun ang tinatawag na sales tax. In the restaurant, the family ordered a foods that has a total amount of 856 pesos plus 12% sales tax. How much is the sales tax? How much is the total amount paid to the cashier? Aalamin natin kung magkano ang sales tax sa binili ng pamilya na pagkain at aalamin din natin ang kabuang halaga na babayaran nila kapag naisama na rito ang sales tax. So, ito ang ating solution. Sales tax is equal to total amount of products times rate of sales tax. So, ST is equal to TP times RST. So, ang total amount of products is 856 pesos times ang sales tax ay 12%. So, i-change muna natin yung 12% sa decimal. It will become 12 hundredths. So, 856 pesos times 12 hundredths. So, ang ating sales tax or yung sales tax na babayaran ng pamilya ay 102 pesos and 72 centavos. Now, computing the total amount to be paid. Ang kukwentahin naman natin ngayon ay yung kabuang halaga na babayaran ng pamilya kasama na yung sales tax. So, total amount is equal to 856 pesos plus sales tax. So, 856 plus yung 102 pesos and 72 centavos na sales tax na na-compute natin kanina. So, 856 pesos plus 102 pesos and 72 centavos is equal to 958 pesos and 72 centavos. That is the total amount that the family will pay to the restaurant. Simple interest. Do you wonder why your mother or father save money in the bank? When your mother or father deposit their money in a savings bank, the bank will pay them a small amount for using their money. This amount is called interest. Sino sa inyong mga bata ang maipinag-iipon ng magulang ng pera sa bangko? Alam niyo ba na kapag ito ay itinabi sa bangko, ito ay maaaring tumubo? Ang tawag dito sa tinutubo na pera sa bangko ay interest. Interest is an amount of money earned for using another's money over a period of time. Principal is the amount of money deposited, invested, or borrowed. Rate of interest is the percent added to the principal amount borrowed or invested. Ito naman ang porsyento na idinadagdag sa principal amount na hinihiram or kaya naman ay ini-invest. Time is the length of time which money has been deposited or borrowed. It always computed in terms of year. Ito naman ang nakalaang oras o panahon kung kailan ang pera ay dinideposito or hinihiram. Kadalasang itong kinukompute sa taon. Amount due is the total amount to be paid or received after a certain period of time that the principal has been borrowed or deposited. Ayan ang amount due. Ito yung kabuuang halaga na matatanggap ng magulang nyo kapag sila ay nakapagtabi na sa bangko at nailaan na nila yung panahon at kapag kinuha na nila ito, meron itong tubo na kasama. So, ayun yung amount due. Maaring ito naman ay perang hiniram at kapag ibinalik naman ito sa bangko kasama ng tubo, yun din ang amount due na tinatawag. Solving for simple interest. Mr. Lasso opens a savings account in commercial bank where the money earns 1.5% interest per year. If he has 9,500 pesos in his savings account, how much interest will his money earn in 1 year? O mga bata, aalamin natin kung magkano ang magiging tubo sa pera ni Mr. Lasso na nagkakahalaga ng 9,500 pesos sa loob ng isang taon. So our solution, interest, so yan ang hahanapin natin. Principal, which is 9,500 pesos. And rate of interest is 1.5%. So ang time is 1 year. So using the interest formula, we have interest is equal to principal times rate of interest times time. So, ang ating principal is 9,500 pesos times 1.5% times 1 year. So, i-change muna natin yung 1.5% to decimal and it will become 15,000. So, 9,500 pesos times 15,000 times 1. So, ating sagot ay 142 pesos and 50 centavos. So, ayan ang tutubuin sa pera ni Mr. Lasso na 9,500 pesos sa loob ng isang taon. Example number 7, solving for principal. Dia Lagario borrowed money from the lending company at 6% interest. If he paid an interest of 510 pesos after 19 months, how much money did he borrow? O ayan, aalamin naman natin kung magkano ang halagang nahiram ni Dio Lagario sa isang lending company. Solution, principal, ayan ang aalamin natin. Interest, 510 pesos ang tutubuin sa loob ng 19 months. Ang rate of interest ay 6% at ang time ay 19 months. So, yung 19 months, i-convert muna natin siya sa decimal. There are 12 months in 1 year. And 19 months minus 12 months is equal to 7 months. So, may matitira pang 7 months sa loob na sa isang taon kasi 19 months ang hahanapin natin. So, 1 year plus 7 months is equal to 1.7 is equivalent to 1 year and 7 months. So using the interest formula, you have principal is equal to interest divided by rate of interest times time. So ang ating interest or ang interest ng pera ni Dio Lagario ay 510 pesos divided by rate which is 6% times time which is 1.7 or 1 year and 7 months. So, i-change natin yung 6% to decimal, which is 600s. So, 510 pesos divided by 600s times 1 and 7 tenths. So, pwede na natin siya i-compute. So, 510 pesos divided by 600s times 1 and 7 tenths is equal to 102 thousands. So, 510 pesos divided by 102,000 is equal to 5,000 pesos. So, ang principal amount na nahiram ni Dio Lagario sa lending company ay 5,000 pesos. Sana mga bata ay makatulong ang video na ito sa inyo para mas maging madali ang pag-compute ng iba't ibang percent problems. Maaari ninyong balikan ang video na ito upang mas lalo pa ninyong matutunan ang iba't ibang proseso ng pagkwenta nito. This is your teacher Freda. Thank you and have a good day.